Miss T.Gilis. She's from France, top seed number 5, 32 years old. Normally we should not say the age of the ladies, but anyway, it's like that. She is number 40 on the world ranking, 20th was the best ranking. European champion with the French team in 2019, last PC tournament. Please welcome Miss Coline Aumard, Auckland. Our referee, table referee, Monsieur Christian from Mauritius, and at the video referee, Mr. Christophe.
Well, welcome back after a bit of an hour and a half's break due to a walkover match between Villar and Lisa Aitken. Lisa Aitken, sadly, with norovirus, so unable to play today. But it's the Women's Expression Networks Open, $30,000 challenger event. Frida Mohammed getting through 3-love quite comfortably against Marie Stephan of France. As you can see, the walkover there, so Villar into the semi-finals. Now we've got the number 1 seed, Tinne taking on her good friend, Coline Aumard, the number 5 seed from France, and then more French interest with the number 2 seed, Melissa Alves, playing Julianne Cortis of England. I'm joined by Georgia Adderley from Scotland. Good afternoon, Georgia.
Good afternoon, Joy. How you doing?
I'm all right, not too bad. Looking forward to this battle between two very good friends. They've been kind of living and training together for quite some time, and it's quite ironic that they're now playing here in Mauritius with Coline Aumard's last event. Yeah,
it's certainly going to be an interesting match. I'm sure we'll see their previous results, but it's going to be interesting because Coline's on a glass court, home court now. This is Tinne's second hit after this morning, so it's going to be interesting how they both fare in the first game and see what happens. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it could be a big test here,
Half-time.
Psychologically, with the familiarity between the two. As you said, it's the home court now for Coline Aumard. She's moving from England with her husband to set up shop at this club. Fantastic opportunity for her to start her academy. She's had a few injury issues in this last phase, which has been very tough for her. It literally came as she was playing her best squash, getting up to that highest world ranking of 20. But hugely experienced, and has been a real stalwart for the French national team, winning that European Championships back in Nottingham a good few years ago. A couple of years ago, before COVID, which was impressive, beating England. Always good to beat England, isn't it, George?
It is. As a Scot, it's very nice to beat England. Yeah, it was a phenomenal match, that one, actually.
T.Gilis taking up the mantle as the number 1 seed, with her sister Naila having to pull out due to a labrum tear in the hip area, which she'll be looking to get sorted in this next couple of weeks. But an impressive rise for her, getting into that top 16, knocking on the door of the top 10 and set nicely at 24 years of age. Have you ever played either of these players, Georgia?
I've played them both, actually. I played Tinne at the World Champs in Cairo a few weeks ago. We had a pretty big battle, actually. It was an enjoyable match. You know, she's a very clean player. She hits the ball very well, very quick, moves very well. So, I mean, she's definitely one for the future. I think she's looking to get into that top 10 soon, and she's certainly playing with that quality. Coline I've played a couple of times. I played her at Europeans this year, and I played her a few years ago and got absolutely taught a lesson. So yeah, they're both great players, and this is going to be such a good match, I think.
I did actually have a glimpse of that at the back end of that match. You were diving around on those glass courts. They were quite tricky courts in the first venue for that World Championships in Cairo. They played once previously, and Gilis with that win, 27 minutes. I mean, it's going to be probably quite quick duration here, Georgia, on this glass court. We saw a 20-minute first match with Frida Mohammed, who plays a very attacking game. But conditions here are quite funny, really. It's humid, as you know, having played here, but that you played on the traditional court. This glass court, the ball really does stay very, very dead in the back.
Play will start in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I had a hit on it just today, actually, and I certainly find that the length quality, if you can really find the back corners, it dies off and you can't do much with it. And the same at the front, to be honest. So if whoever's going to hit the corners better is going to win this match, I think.
So Tinne Gilis, #1 seed from Belgium, taking on Coline Aumard, the #5 seed from France.
RMClub Women's Open 2022 presented
Have you
by
got a
Expression
prediction, Joey?
Networks. Quarter-final match, Coline Aumard of France to
I
serve.
don't want to bet against Coline Aumard because she will literally put everything into this, but I just feel, as you said as well, Tinne Gilis, she's really knocking on that top 10. I think she might get this 3-1. I'm going to go for Tinne Gilis.
That was my prediction as well, actually.
There we go, bang on.
One love.
Great minds think alike. So, positive start here from Tinne Gilis. Just as I say that, she's absolutely shanked it in the tin. So, brilliant timing.
1-all.
You're right, though. Straight away, we've seen in that first rally, even Tinne hit the back wall really early and just died, and then she had an opportunity to hit into space, which she did really well. The other thing I noticed today when I was hitting on this court was it just absolutely glues to the side wall. If you can get that ball running tight, it's so hard to get it off.
Yeah, it's great to have some first-hand knowledge of how the court's playing. The fact that you literally hit, it was about an hour ago that you hit on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was on there 40 minutes ago or so. There is again, there's that length quality, hit into space. Can she finish the rally? She's back in it now. She's good at that, isn't she? Sure. Coline's defensive game, when I've played her, I've certainly found that she defends so well. She uses the lift really well, which she'll definitely need to use today. The lights are bright up there as well, so if you can get the height on the ball, it's pretty tough to see.
Yeah, I mean, she's got that kind of very strong movement, powerful legs. It's a great shot. She started off very well here. Both players have been pretty positive, to say the least.
2-all.
It's funny you were saying about the match time. That's something I've noticed even in the men's matches this week. You know, normally in somewhere this hot, you'd expect kind of 60 to 80, even 80+ minute matches, but none of them have been too long, really, which has been interesting.
3-2.
Yeah, I mean, we were literally thinking as we walked in the building, feeling the humidity on the first day, we were going to be here for long periods of time with the matches. But like I say, it's a unique environment because you've got this humidity and heat where you're sweating a lot, feeling very warm, but yet the ball is, it's also going a lot softer, quicker, this ball, and I don't know if that's to do with the environment that it's in or just because of a possible batch of slightly different composite balls. I mean, they can vary a little bit. I mean, it's not an untrue ball, but it just seems to get softer very, you know, quite quickly.
And see, with the ball going soft, what's the big thing you think players need to do when it does go soft?
To lift.
And out.
You've got to exaggerate your follow through to get that
4-3.
extra bit of bite through the ball, but also to hit higher on the front wall. Players tend to crunch the ball hard and quickly around the middle of the court. At the moment it's lively, so Coline Aumard's able to rip it through.
4-all.
So it is just guiding the ball. You can get, as long as you get racket head speed through and a bit of height, you can get that lovely length, which can cause, you can basically have outright winners from it.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a very high quality start. I'm impressed with this.
Neither of them are scared to take the ball in short either. They're both using their drops. They're using a lot of variety.
Yeah, she didn't need to do that. It was a little
And
bit
out.
kind of out of nowhere.
5-4.
Go more orthodox straight. She likes to take the ball in straight on that front left-hand corner.
It's interesting.
Now.
Both these players, when I've played them, are we've got a slippy grip. It's the heat, isn't it? Yeah, both these players are good at covering the middle, so it's a real fight for who's going to stand up on the tee and control it, which is interesting so far.
Yeah,
6-4.
the sweatband scenario, she's got double sweatbands on, which is wise. Obviously, experience having going to be basing herself here, Coline Aumard. I recommend that for all the players with this, because when you're wearing the short sleeve tops, like a lot of the ladies do, the sweat comes off the arms onto the racket very quickly.
And out. 5-6.
She's got her a couple of times in that front backhand corner, actually. She's winning a lot of points there.
Yeah, it's good pressure.
And out. 7-5.
That area for Tinne is actually a real strength. I remember when I was playing her, she hit so many winners on that backhand side, so she's so good on that volley.
And
she
out.
takes it in so well, and she's got the ability to
6-7.
hit long as well. Hard to read. But Coline's just done it back to her, so.
Yeah, that was a very quick reaction volley. Like to see a little bit of height used at the front from T.Gilis, just to vary that. There's an appeal. Oh, she's absolutely...
Now. The pickup was good.
I thought that was all right, Joe.
No,
Yeah.
the pickup was good.
This is the... Yeah, no, it was good. The ball was good.
Pickup was good.
It was clear. The
You want
pickup
it
was good. We
clear
saw it from
review?
there. This is...
No player review.
With all the experience she's got, and this is not just her, it happens with a lot of players, when you... And this is a bit
And
of
out,
advice for you,
8-6.
Georgia. If you feel the ball has been down, play that shot and just finish the rally, no matter what, you know, rather than actually distracting yourself and putting the ball in the tin. Because previously she was in a really good position there. And she was so
9-6.
obsessed about the pickup that she put the ball bang in the bottom of the tin.
Yeah, definitely. And 7-6 is a big point, isn't it? You know, it's the difference between 8-6 and 7-all is pretty big. And Tinne's now got a pretty big lead towards the end of the game, which could be costly in this first game.
Now.
What do you think about that shot, Joey?
Yeah, she's
Right box,
she's
10-6,
overcomplicating.
game ball.
You know, she looks in good shape. This is her last stand, as it were, and she doesn't need to overcomplicate. She'll get opportunities and just stay a little bit more kind of orthodox with her shot selections.
Not up. 11-6. Game to Gilis. Gilis leads 1 game to love.
So the first game, a very attacking affair between these two friends, but it's T.Gilis that leads 1 game to love here in the quarterfinals.
High quality squash from both these girls, a really good first game. Lots of winners been taken into the front of the court, which has been really good to see. With a fast front wall, they're both using their kills well, and Coline's won a lot of points in that front backhand corner with that tickle boast and on the volley. It's been a good game of squash, and hopefully this quality continues. Very, very few errors from both of them. A couple of interesting shot selections from the middle of the court, but overall, really high quality first game. Exciting for what's to come.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. 30 seconds.
Well, let's see what Coline Aumard can do here. She's got to cut out those
Gilis
rash,
leads 1 game to love.
unforced errors. Gilis will have to take this as professionally as possible. She's on a mission here. Yeah, being that #1 seed, this is certainly something she will want to capitalise on.
1 love.
Yeah, certainly. There is a lot of pressure which comes with being #1 seed, but it's a great opportunity for her. You know, she's won a couple of 30Ks in April, so she'll be looking to try and get another one on her ranking.
Down.
It's a good court for her, this one.
Not up.
She's got a very, very powerful... I mean, when you played I know it was on the traditional courts, which don't show it up as much, but did you find that her kind of natural power was quite tough to deal with, or...?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I hadn't played many players of her standard, really, and one of the things I was really looking forward to was playing at that pace and intensity. And the pace and intensity was pretty high. You know, she takes the ball early, she's hitting through the ball really well on every shot. You know, she doesn't, I was about to say she doesn't use the lift that much, and she's just hit 2 lobs in a row there. So, but yeah, she just hits with such good pace. She's on that ball early. And yeah, this court definitely will suit her well. She gets on the volley. She's not scared to take it in. Yeah.
And out.
She read that familiarity. She was setting off for that volley. Saw it straight away. It wasn't quite accurate enough.
She was also not quite set when she hit it. She, you know, fell into the shot a little bit rather than being stable and able to push straight back out, which meant she was a bit stuck for the next shot, but the quality from Coline was far too good in that shot there.
Out.
Hard to see on these, isn't it? I noticed that earlier.
Yeah.
It is hard to see with the blue lines, but just clip the line, unlucky there.
Yeah, it would be quite cool seeing the blue LEDs that are running down the side of the court there. And there have been glass courts, ASBs, which is this brand of court, where they have actually got the LED lines that you can change the colours on. That would work quite nicely.
Yeah, that would look pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. 5-1.
They're going to be trialling the glass floor in the World Tour Finals in Cairo, which has been in the making for quite a long period of time. There's been a lot of trials on it, obviously. So I'd be really excited to see how that plays, because as a surface, it's a consistent colour, and you won't have all this kind of the scratches and the divots and everything that goes on, discoloration within the wood. So a little lot tidier on TV.
How are they managing to get good grip on that?
The original. I mean, I played on the original glass floors, where basically if you dived or got low, you'd just take half your elbow, your knee off. They were kind of too grippy. It was like they had kind of beveling within the floor, little very micro divots. But they had fixings of panels, which again, if the ball hit between them, it would bounce funny. Whereas this is a very like a seamless panel fix. It's something to do with the warmth as well, that where the sweat will evaporate quite quickly. So obviously it can't go through the glass.
Yeah, I've never heard of that ever. That sounds cool.
Well, if it works, and the players are the footing's right, it's going to be brilliant, because underneath it you can put advertising, change the advertising, you can do all sorts of different things.
Left box.
But just from a TV spec, that's too fun. That does tickle me. She does have a habit of doing that sometimes. It's very funny. Just showing her lunge position.
It was a good lunge position as well, to be fair.
It's certainly not a retirement one.
Down.
Been a lot more errors in this game.
Yeah, less rallies, shorter rallies, bit scrappier.
Just wiped her hand on the floor and then realised that then the floor needed a wipe. Oh no, it's just a hand again. Sorry, it is very sweaty on there. It's conditions I've never played in before. It's yeah, quite new to me.
Well, the footing, you know, touch wood, We haven't had any bad slips, so they've done a great job, the maintenance team coming on, making sure those sweat drops are taken out efficiently.
Yeah, it's so important, because then if you're playing in fear of falling over, then you're distracted, which is the one thing you don't ever want to be when you're playing squash. So,
Oh,
that's that area.
it's very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
And out, 8-2.
The line that she hits that with and her follow through is staying up as well, which just, yeah, it's
Down,
a perfect volley drop, to be honest.
9-2.
Tinne's looking very impressive in this game. She's hitting with really good length quality, and as soon as she gets an opportunity, she's taking it in short, but with a lot of margin, which means she's, you know, she's not making any mistakes really.
That was a double shot, one in the middle of the front wall there. Yeah, this is good. This is very, very good from T.Gilis. She's really not taking anything for granted out there. 8 game balls for a 2-love lead.
That's an absolute lovely lift, and she's got the opportunity now. Oh, she won so many points there with that shot.
Nice smile. She's
And
played
out.
against that a few times.
3-10, game ball. (11-3), game to Gilis. Gilis leads to game to love.
Well, a more comfortable second game from T.Gilis. She takes full advantage of the scenario. Ruthless time, 60 minutes in duration, but we are getting short duration matches in the men as well. It's a 2-love lead for the #1 seed.
Tinne been strong this whole game, starting really well, getting a good 6-1 lead. A few more errors creeping in from Coline towards the start of the game. Towards the end, Tinne just really found her range really well, taking in the drop shots really well and hitting winners all over the court, to be honest with you. This backhand volley drop, absolutely textbook. It was phenomenal, and just a great game from Tinne. See if she can continue it, or can Coline grab the third and make this even more exciting.
Yeah, massive effort needed now from Coline Aumard. 2-love down. She's got to find her way into this somehow, get a
Play
bit
will
more
resume in 60 seconds.
quality to the back of the court, basics, get T.Gilis away from that tee area, which is easier said than done. She's flying with confidence, really enjoying playing on this glass court. She could be a tough lady to beat in this tournament.
Play will resume in 30 seconds.
Got one more ladies match coming up after this with the #2 seed. Melissa Alves up. Taking on Julianne Cortis of England.
15 seconds.
Alves recovering. She's now fully fit after a double
Gilis leads to game to
plantar
love.
rupture.
Love all.
What is that?
Plantar fascia is the tendon in the arch of your foot, so it connects your heel to your toes, and it is. I actually snapped mine completely. So a lot of people can get plantar fasciitis,
Net up.
which means it gets very inflamed and sore, but you can also rupture and tear it, and it never repairs back together again. So it's a nasty.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, it is. It is a painful scenario. She tore it partially and then completely ruptured it after that. It's not. Anything like an Achilles
One love.
rupture, the Achilles tendon, which is one of the worst sporting injuries you can have. But it is a nasty one.
What do you think
Down.
Coline needs to do here then? I wasn't sure about that, to be honest.
I think it
Yes,
hit
let.
the... I reckon it hit the... Oh, I don't know. Well, a let ball's a fair outcome. Well, it's not a let ball, she's taking it. She is.
They're playing
One
a lot.
love.
Playing a lot.
Yeah, she's got to try to get T.Gilis into the back of the court. You've got somebody dominating the tee like this and getting on that volley. You've got to get the ball past them. You need to be in front of them. So, bit of height. This is better. That's much better. She's got to be accurate with it, though. I mean, on a court that's unforgiving like this, you got somebody getting on the ball early. You are up against it. I mean, it is a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
I think lifting's a good option if she can find good enough height that it's gonna, hit the back wall but not the floorboards first. Then that's a really good option. She needs to get Tinne out in the middle of the court. I actually think she needs to use the front. She needs to get her moving because, I mean, to get someone out in the middle, you can go long or you can go short. As long as it's with quality, you just need to get them moving. She did that really well there. She hits that straight line from the front backhand so well.
It's a great corner for her, actually, that front left-hand corner. And again, as I say that, she pops it in the tin, but just misjudging that. My timing's brilliant today. Absolutely nailing it.
3-1.
Again, very, very quick. Gosh, she's really
Down.
very quick.
She looks like she's got quite a lot of time today. I feel like she's especially across the middle, she's getting her racket up really early and showing loads of different options, and she looks very in control of what she's doing. That's a better even just that little bit deeper by Coline, and the error comes. That's what she needs to do. She needs to keep getting that ball behind the service box, and she'll get a lot more opportunities.
Yeah, it stays so low. You saw that as it hit the back wall, drop down. You've got to lift the ball out to kind of counter that. Start going short from there. You're going to probably hit the tin. That is a joke volley.
I don't know how she did that.
And out. 5-2.
Oh, the balance. She's got a lot of natural strength.
And the wrist control there as well, to not let it drop down, was so good. You could see her really almost forcing it to stay strong as she hit the ball.
Down.
Oh, it's unlucky. She tried the ball down the middle, which caught Gilis slightly off guard.
6-3.
But again, trying to switch the play. When she switches the play cross-court, she tends to make the error when she's going short. Coline Aumard, just stay a bit more sober with the straight attacks. It's better.
It's tricky, isn't it? Because when you think and you can see the spaces there, it's so tempting. That is a great shot.
She's been wanting to play that shot, and she's finally got it. So I was saying about the straight balls, but she's chipped that in beautifully as it hits the sidewall, and there goes the arms. It's probably saying that's the first one I managed to get through.
As I was saying about Tinne on the backhand with her wrist, Coline's wrist there stayed really solid, so it didn't collapse, which meant it didn't hit the tin, and the weight of shot was just absolutely perfect. Second bounce in the neck.
So T.Gilis now looking to make
7-4.
a move at 7-4 in this third game, close this match out. Slightly fortunate bounce.
8-4.
You certainly get a lot of success with the back wall nick hit.
Almost something to aim for, isn't it?
Yeah.
And out. 5-8.
It's a great shot by Coline.
Oh, this is a good last stand from her.
6-8.
She's putting in a burst. Narrowing down the lead to 2 points in this third. Goodness me. Oh my word. Oh Christ. Oh wow. Shook at me. Husband would have been on court there looking to do physio straight away. That was
Court
outrageous.
service, please.
I think court service might be needed after
Just
that
a little
one.
bit.
Goodness
There,
me.
oh, so many of the guys would have just been rolling around after hitting the sidewall, but no. Here we go, bang into there with the shoulder and then back. That was hard court. She needs to make more effort, Georgia.
I know, honestly. What? It bounced right. She was unlucky not to get that one, you know.
That's outrageous.
Not far
I
away.
know.
Goodness, I hope she's all right.
Yeah,
And out.
she's
Looks
solid.
all right.
Yeah, she's fine.
9-6.
Yeah. It's worth an ask. You never know. I mean, I have seen them given. I've seen everything given. She could have got straight then.
9-6.
Oh dear.
Down and out.
It's always tough to close out a match, isn't it?
7-9.
You know, 9-7 up, 2-0 up. But Coline is not going away. She's such a fighter.
Yeah,
Such
she's
a
got to
fighter.
really concentrate here, Tinne Gilis. It's more concentration than anything.
Yes, let.
Well, the players basically
7-9.
deciding the scenario there, helping the referees along. Oh, she went for that cross court.
She had her as well.
Yeah, she was.
And out. 10-7. Match ball.
3 match balls for Tinne Gilis. Book her place in the semis.
She's not going to go away lightly though here, Coline.
She's under pressure here. Oh, it's too good. Too good.
11-7. Match to Gilis.
So,
Gilis.
terrific
3 games
performance
love.
there from Tinne Gilis.
11-6, 11-3, 11-7.
Coline Aumard, her last match on the PSA World Tour. She's going to be very emotional. I mean, it's quite fitting that she gets to play her best buddy, really.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what a PSA career she's had.
Oh, terrific. Terrific. She had that last burst before her injury. Black ball into the quarterfinals. Oh, Lionel's lost for words, which is a rarity. But I'm sure he's going to interview both players here for this finale.
A good rally to end, wasn't it?
Yeah, quality rally, and also the double dive previously. 27 minutes, 3-love victory. We're going to hear from both ladies down with Lionel.
Are you? A few weeks ago, you won the Annecy Rose Open in RMClub in Annecy. You are now in RMClub Mauritius. Are you doing the strike? Are you going to win?
This tournament?
Yes. You win in RMClub in Annecy. So now in Mauritius, what you do?
Well, I had to deal with Coline actually. The winner of this match was going to win the tournament. No, I'm just going to take it day by day. Like it's another tournament, and every tournament is different. So I'm just going to see it day by day, match by match, and see how far I go. I'm definitely going to give it my all, that's for sure. But yeah, it's just I feel a little bit like it's a déjà vu for me for a little bit, because in Annecy we had like the same the same speech, same interview, because I thought it was like, I mean, Coline was there, she announced her retirement, which was very sad. I mean, I knew this was going to be her last tournament, and it's mixed feelings really that I'm her last match on the PSA World Tour. I'm honored in one way, but I'm very sad on the other side, because I don't want her to leave. But I think she can be very, very proud of herself, what she's achieved the last years, and I think a lot of people are very proud of you. You've been a big help for everyone, you've always been very kind. And I think here, knowing that you're here gonna live here in Mauritius, and you're gonna take, everyone's gonna take such good care of you. Look, if I see the facilities here, it's amazing. So I think you'll be fine here with Adam. So I'm very, very happy for you, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Oh, I have nothing else to say more now. Alors, voilà, Rémi, Ava, and Sandy. It's a very special protocol. Huh? It's not the final.
You see the sponsor of the tournament there, Remy, with his wife. That's very, very sweet. Really classy. Very classy. Coline's going to need to rehydrate because she's going to be crying a lot today. She's gone through a second burst of tears now. Well, there's been a real connection with Mauritius with the French players. Gregory Gaultier, French general, highly involved in this tournament, playing his last event on the PSA World Tour. We're now going to hear from Coline. No, she's with Leonor.
Yeah. And Tinne, come, stay with us, because, voilà. So Coline, yeah, you are crying, and today you are warming with a Greg T-shirt retirement. So you play against your best friend. You play your teammate. You play in your new home. So can you say a few words without crying, or? Yes? We're gonna try. You have a big jump. George Parker did the same here.
I tried, but it didn't work. And she couldn't stop laughing at me. Of course, it's very hard to find words right now, but I think you can see how happy I am to be here. I mean, it's happy tears, you know? Something very nice is coming for me and Adam, and I feel very proud of myself and very honored to be on this court today to play my last match, because it's where I'm starting my new chapter. And sharing that with my new home, it's very special, and thank you so much for being here, watching me today, and I know so many people are watching me right now. I love you all.
So Adam, can you come please? Adam, he will bring you your new suitcase. Voilà, Coline, have a new suitcase now, please. Adam, because this is Coline Aumard Auckland and Mr. Adam Auckland. Allez, pictures. Rémi. Voilà, we tell Rémi also. Greg.
A great match there from Tinne, playing some quality squash. It's gonna be tough to beat her out there. She's taking the ball in short so well on the front wall. Her backhand's working really well, and she, as she said in her interview, she seems to be enjoying it out there. Great to see Coline happy at the end of her PSA career, and yeah, a great match there from both of them, and Tinne through to the semis tomorrow, playing Honora, which will be a good match, a good challenge, and it'll be good to see how she gets on.
Yeah, lovely send-off there for Coline and Aumard, leaving everything on the court as per usual. Taking on her best friend, just leaving the court now with a fantastic bouquet of flowers. Gregory Gaultier and her husband Adam, Lionel just blocking that lady. But no, nice send-off there. Our last quarter-final for the women's in this Expression Network's 30K Challenger event. Julianne Cortese with a very French-sounding name from England, the north of England, taking on Melissa Alves, the number 2 seed. They'll be up on the hour at 3 p.m. I'll be handing over to PJ and Georgia for that one. We'll be back shortly.